Good day, beautiful souls. I am your host of Southern Tea with a Twist podcast. And as promised, I'm a little late, so excuse me. But I am here to do my self-care weekly check-in with more emphasis on the self-care workbook, which is the 52-week guided self-care challenge journey. So I am currently on day 11. So we're just going to go through day 1 through 7 because it's broken up in different parts. So the first part was mental self-care. What is mental self-care? Mental self-care is about intentionally practicing the things that keep your mind stimulated, your mental health in check. This entails attending therapy, organizing your space, or doing a digital detox, to name a few. Keeping your mind engaged will help you to feel connected to the world around you. It also feeds into spiritual self-care and exploring your passions. So that was part 1. Day 2 was a assessment. You grade yourself from a 1 to a 4, 1 being never, 2 is rarely, 3 sometimes, 4 is often. The assessment ranged from I have focused on things I can control. I have taken time for personal reflection, journaling, etc. I have taken a break from social media, 2+ hours. I have attended a counseling/therapy session. I have asked for help if I needed it. I have challenged my negative thoughts. I have taken time to be alone. I have set boundaries with others. I have avoided situations that will trigger me. So you are to think about your self-care behavior in relation to your mental health over the past 14 days. So again, you would grade yourself from a 1 to a 4. Answering these questions, thinking back over the last 14 days. So my 14 days started from April 25th, and I completed that on May 10th. Day 3 consisted of a mental check-in. And here you're just using this space to unload your feelings. Don't overthink. You're just writing. So that was the check-in part for that one. Day 4 was my mental cup. Now, this was a pretty dope exercise because it really did make you think. Like you really had to think about the things that fills your day up, and what can you do to unload it. So daily life can be exhausting. Recognizing signs that you've got too much on your plate is an effective way to avoid burnout. Think about the things that mentally drain you or empty your cup, and how can you replenish your mental energy stores. So this again is the diagram with the 4 boxes. What fills my cup? What empty my cup? Signs my cup is empty, and healthy ways to cope. So that was a pretty dope exercise. Day 5 was grounding, the grounding exercise. When we are feeling anxious or overwhelmed, it is helpful to practice grounding techniques to bring you back to the here and now. This activity will help to bring your focus to what is happening in your surroundings and take attention away from your thoughts. So 1, 2, 3. So there's 5 boxes. Where are we right now? What do you hear? What do you see? What do you smell? What can you touch? What can you taste? So those are, I guess, grounding techniques that you can use, that when you're feeling overwhelmed, you're feeling anxious, you're feeling frustrated, by grounding yourself to what you can hear, what you can smell, what you can taste and touch, will take your attention away from the overwhelming situation and kind of ground you, which then put you in a different space that you can approach the situation more calmly and more from a wise mind. And then this is day 6 was a breathing exercise. Now, if you've been in therapy or had some form of mental health advisor or something, one of the first things that they teach you is like breathing exercises and breathing techniques, which is very, very helpful because you don't really need nothing. You just need your breath and you focus, and it really does center you. So this was the breathing exercise, and you start from the outside, taking deep breaths in and out slowly until you get to the center. And then you breathe in 3 times, breathe out, and then you just go back. And it kind of just center you. So that's the exercise that was in here. Use your finger to slowly trace a path to the center of the pattern. Focus on your breath, drawing it in and out deeply. When you reach the center, inhale and exhale a few seconds and trace a path back to the outside. Repeat until you feel calmer. So that was day 6. And then day 7 is cleaning planner. Take a small amount of time every day to cleanse your space. Creates an environment that feels restful and peaceful. Use this planner to create a rota that you can stick to. I wrote down a couple things. I did day 1, which was fold some laundry and put it away. So I did do that. I didn't do my Tuesday or Wednesday exercise because I didn't clean off my dresser or clean the bathrooms. But today is Thursday, and the plan was to organize the living and dining room and light a candle. So I kind of started on that, but it's still early, so we'll see. But I love this exercise or these exercises. Like I said, I'm currently on day 11. So I'm a few days ahead of what I'm discussing right now, but that was week 1. It's again, self-care is about intentions. Will we actually try to complete all the things that we put on our list? Sometimes you will, sometimes you won't. But the objective is to be intentional. And this, to me, for me right now, is intentional because I've made it my business every day to do my daily self-care exercise. I make it a daily routine to journal. So those are like 2 main things I'm constantly focusing on outside of my normal regimen, which is seeking therapy, exercising, incorporating more water, reading different mental health, mindful, different magazines, just always trying to stay informed and educated. So those are just the things I do outside of this intentionally. But that thus far, this is where I'm at. This self-care workbook for Black women, regardless of all women, can be purchased on Amazon. This is where I purchased it from. And I would love for you guys to follow along with me as I get through this so that we can inspire, we can support and encourage one another to keep moving forward. So again, this is my, I don't want to say weekly, but it's my weekly check-in for the self-care. Until, be sure to go ahead and stream episode 1 of Southern Tea with a Twist podcast. What is self-care? And I just talk about the definition of self-care from a dictionary standpoint, and then also from my idea and perception of what self-care is, how do I self-care, and what my self-care looks like. So that is streaming now. The link is on the the podcast Facebook page and Instagram, which is Southern Tea with a Twist podcast on Facebook, and STWAT podcast on IG. Again, I look forward to hearing and seeing from you guys. I hope your day is going as beautiful and blissful as mine. Until next time, beautiful souls.